so much better when you drink it out of a unicorn cup. I don't know, the thing. So I'm pretty excited about the video today because I'm doing an object lesson. You heard me, an object lesson. Now, I want you to stay with me because it's going to seem a little childish and maybe even kind of stupid, but I'm telling you that this concept for me has helped tremendously. And sometimes it's the simplest things that stick in our minds. Who remembers the streakers? Right? Those very vivid things that stick with us, and then when we need them, we remember them. So, before I get to the object lesson, I'm going to tell you why I decided, or I guess how I came up with this concept in the first place. I used to be married, and there were many, many things that were confusing to me. What I mean by that is there were a lot of accusations thrown around. And I mean, believe me, I did that also. So this is not me playing the innocent good guy. But seriously, I was practically perfect. No, I wasn't. Anyway, when I left the relationship, I felt very confused and I would say even gaslighted as far as what was really mine, what was his, right? And what was nobody's because it was fault, because it was literally just incompatibility. And I went to a therapist, I read a bunch of books, I did a bunch of work on it, and it helped a little bit, but not completely. Until I came up with this theory of how to untangle it all, how to parse it out. So it's called the Gumdrop theory, and I'm going to sit my coffee cup down to show you how to do it. Now, you don't have to go buy gumdrops, although you're welcome to. It's a little torturous because I'm off sugar, and I really, really want one of these. But you can just do it in your mind, imagining gumdrops. I do have to show off this beautiful bowl. I got it for my birthday this year. It is made of coffee beans. Isn't it beautiful? And it's by a guy named Steve, and his company is Pebble Pottery, and he's amazing. So here are the gumdrops, but you can put them in your mind, and we are going to put them into 3 different containers, okay? So here's how I do it. I'm like, okay, so here's this thing, here's an accusation that was made, or here was a problem that I had in my relationship. It doesn't have to be in a relationship, but this is how I'm using it. So here is a gumdrop that represents that I loved the moon too much. Yes. So, okay, I look at that and I look at it and I'm like, okay, is that true? Do I love the moon just an absolute ton and I'm kind of obsessed with it? Yes, that's true. So then that's mine. So then the next question is that a problem, like an actual problem, something I want to fix, or is that just in the realm of incompatibility? Like, I love the moon, it bugged him that I love the moon. So I'm going to put that in the realm of incompatibility. Okay, it's not something I want to change about myself. It's not something that's probably going to change. It's been the case since I was a small child. So in here, that is just an incompatibility. No big deal. Nobody needs to do anything about it. Okay, issue number 2. Let's see. I mean, this could literally be anything. We don't have to pull from all of my old marriage problems. So let's say that this is you, your car was always a complete disaster, and your ex-husband or boyfriend or wife or girlfriend hated that, and you fought about it all the time. Okay? you look at that and you go, okay, is that mine? Yeah, is it true? Yes, it is true. My car is and was always a total disaster. Okay, is that something that I want to change and I want to work on, or is that something that was just an incompatibility? And that could be either way. For the sake of argument, let's say, yeah, you know what? That really is something that I would like to change about myself and like to work on. It stresses me out a lot and I don't feel good about it. Okay, well, we're going to put it in the container of mine and I'd like to work on it. Okay? All right, let's take another one. Let's say this one is you were really bad with money. That's the accusation, right? You were really bad with money. Okay, I want to think about that. Is that true? I was really bad with money. No, it's not true, right? Like it's not true. It was a projection. It was actually him that was bad with money. This is definitely not a personal one, by the way, for me. But I've heard this from a lot of my clients. No, he projected that onto me. He was the one bad with money. I'm actually really good with money. We're going to put that in the container of not mine. Return to sender. That's not anything to do with me. Let's see. Didn't like the show The Office. You know, your ex hated that you didn't love the show The Office. Okay. Is that true? Yeah, that's true. Okay, well, is that bad? No, it's just an incompatibility. Put it in there. Do you see? So this is just a way to parse it out in your mind, to look at what the issues were, or look at what the accusations were, or the stories. Now, here's the thing. Why am I bringing this up if we're talking about exes? Because we drive ourselves nuts trying to figure this stuff out. We don't even know what's true. What did we do? What did they do? What was just incompatibility? And so it's just kind of one heaping, entangled mess, and we have a hard time. And not everybody's like this. There are some of you lucky bastards that don't even think about it again. But for those of us that get completely obsessed with what's true and what we need to change and what wasn't true and what we don't need to worry about and what's theirs and what's ours, this is a really simple way to go about it. Okay? So if you think about this, so eventually, right? Eventually it's like, okay, so here are the things that I really need to deal with. They're written out. I suggest writing them on paper rather than trying to inscribe them into gumdrops. It's much easier. And okay, I'm going to go to my therapist or my coach or whatever I need to do about these things. These are the things I really want to change in my life for myself and or for my next relationship. These are the things, and this has been my experience, okay? Honestly, my experience is that the biggest bucket usually is incompatibility. No one's to blame. No one, is necessarily wrong. The two of you had differences in what you thought was important, values, beliefs, lifestyles, that type of thing, okay? So this is incompatible, and this is just going to kind of like be accepted and moved off. And then we have theirs. I'm getting sugar everywhere. I'm not going to lick it off the table, I promise. Okay, so here's theirs. This is theirs. This is your ex's. And then you just, can get a nice little lid. And you can address it. Dear so-and-so, return to sender. This is your shit, not mine. You don't even have to do it in real life. I mean, if you want to mail your ex a Tupperware container of gumdrops, that could be kind of cool and creepy, but just to know for yourself that that's the stuff that's theirs, that you're not going to take accountability for that. Because when you let go of taking accountability for other people's stuff, you actually have the energy to take accountability for the things that are yours and to make those changes. Some of you watching this are going to think this is so stupid and basic. Some of you watching this are going to get what it is that I'm trying to say, And it's going to work for you because you're visual like me. And I want that white gumdrop so bad. I'm not going to eat it. I'm not going to eat it. Okay. May your coffee be strong and your life be blessed. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. It really helps out my channel. And if you would be interested in working with me further, you can check out DawniAngel.com. I would love to come speak to your group, come to your business to do a training, be on your podcast, my personal favorite, or even work with you one-on-one.